Hey everyone and welcome back to CodeMix. First off, what is the throttle actuator control system? In modern cars, you don't have a physical cable connecting your gas pedal to the engine's throttle. Instead, you have what's called a drive-by-wire system. When you press the accelerator pedal, a sensor sends a signal to the engine control module, or ECM. The ECM then commands an electric motor, the throttle actuator, to open the throttle plate, letting more air into the engine and making the car go faster. The P2110 code is essentially your car's way of telling you that it has put itself into a safety mode, often called limp mode or reduced power mode. This isn't the primary problem itself. It's a secondary code. It means the ECM has detected a serious fault within the electronic throttle control system and, to prevent potential damage or unsafe conditions, has decided to severely limit engine RPMs. You'll feel a drastic reduction in power, and the car will barely accelerate. So, if P2110 is a reaction, what's the actual problem? Well, P2110 is almost always accompanied by other diagnostic trouble codes. These other codes are the key to your diagnosis. They will point you to the root cause. Common accompanying codes might relate to the throttle position sensor, the accelerator pedal position sensor, the throttle actuator control motor, or even wiring and connection issues. Let's talk about the most common culprits. A frequent cause is a faulty throttle body assembly. Over time, carbon buildup can cause the throttle plate to stick, or the internal motor and sensors can simply fail. Another possibility is a problem with the accelerator pedal position sensor. If this sensor isn't correctly telling the ECM how far you're pressing the pedal, the system will get confused and trigger a fault. Don't overlook the simple stuff either. Damaged wiring or corroded connectors between the ECM, the throttle body, and the accelerator pedal can interrupt the signals and cause all sorts of chaos. Sometimes, even a low battery voltage can cause the sensitive electronics in the throttle control system to act up and set a fault code. So, how do you diagnose this? Your first step is to scan the vehicle for all stored codes. Don't just focus on P2110. Pay close attention to the other codes that are present. These are your real clues. For example, if you have codes pointing to the throttle position sensor, you'll want to inspect the throttle body. If you have codes for the accelerator pedal position sensor, that's where you'll start your investigation. Your scan tool is your best friend here. Most professional scan tools allow you to view live data. You can watch the commanded throttle position versus the actual throttle position in real time. Do they match? You can also check the voltage readings from the accelerator pedal sensor as you press and release it. The signal should be smooth and consistent. Any jumps or dropouts indicate a problem. If the live data looks strange, the next step is a visual inspection. Check the wiring harness for any signs of chafing, melting, or corrosion. Unplug the connectors at the throttle body and the ECM, and look for bent or corroded pins. A clean and secure connection is critical. Some mechanics also recommend cleaning the throttle body. Carbon buildup can restrict the movement of the throttle plate, causing the motor to work harder and eventually fail or set a code. A simple cleaning with a dedicated throttle body cleaner and a soft brush can sometimes work wonders. If you've checked the wiring, cleaned the throttle body, and the problem persists, you might be looking at a failed component. Based on your secondary codes and live data, you may need to replace the entire throttle body assembly or the accelerator pedal sensor. Remember to perform a throttle body relearn procedure after replacement, which allows the ECM to learn the new part's position and range. In summary, P2110 means your car is in a protective limp mode due to a fault in the electronic throttle control system. The key is to find the other codes that are stored alongside it. Use a scan tool to read all codes and view live data. Perform a thorough visual inspection of the wiring and connectors, and consider cleaning the throttle body. By following these diagnostic steps, you can pinpoint the root cause and get your car back on the road at full power. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this guide helps you tackle the P2110 code. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to CodeMechanic and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Drive safe, and see you next time.